tasdiqlanmagan ekan nimalar sujjasi. Tasdiqlanma olmagan, durumlar tutumini tasdiqlanmagan ekan. Good morning. My name is Mukhayyo, and I'm glad to see you here in my class. And today's topic is describing experience in the present. And I'll share some pictures to know about your experiences these days. And can you share with your experience about the present?
Experience of these days. We mean this day, the way we
You may give some adjectives about your experience, or you may give some examples these days experience.
Some months ago, I was in China. And in Nigerian province, and I had some professional experience there. It was very excellent. And I with some, I had learned some qualities of teachers, experience of teachers, and I noticed that I took very enjoyable practice.
Very enjoyable. Thank you. Others, can you share your experience, these days experience? For example, what are you doing and your emotions about these activities?
Just you may give your experience with 3 or 4 adjectives, if I'm not mistaken, yes?
Yeah.
You may give
about the experience or experience.
We are getting ready for new academic year.
Okay.
We are also excited
Yeah.
and eager to start.
Yeah, also I'm very excited.
We are welcoming our students.
This is my first time experience with teachers. That's why I had some, let's say, hesitations. Not
Mukhayyo
hesitations. Okay,
Bismiz.
my name is
Mukhayyo qarang, bular o'qituvchilik qilgan, o'quvchilarga dars beryapsiz. Ber desa, o'tgan edi. O'quvchi deb o'ylayman, o'quvchilarga murojaat qilgandek qilaman.
Thank you. Okay, now let's play a game. This game is about vocabularies. You must divide into 3 or 4 groups and write down your experience. For example, where did you go last summer and what kind of experience did you gain? And also you may give some activities. What is it, hiking or swimming and other things. And you must write down in here. I have got a marker and I'll mark your precipitation in this task. Who wants to do first?
We should write down just one word.
No. Please, where did you go and what did you do? And what's your feelings about that activities or that place and achievements? It was memorable or other things. Okay. Can be successful or other things. Oh, okay, you may write down adjectives. Thank you.
Should I read them? The place was mountain, activities, it was hiking, and I was very excited, and it was very unpleasant.
Thank you. And there are lots of new words for the experience. For example, unforgettable or excited and other things. Please, others, do you want to write down? What's your seventh? That circumstance. Questions are very often spring. It was successful?
Yeah.
Okay, you went through people and you did
Did I
it,
test?
and
Yeah.
you were very delighted.
Yeah.
And also, your
I went
achievement is
up the screen, yeah.
okay.
I
Thank you. This is our first time experience in your life.
we can say, yeah, it was the first time.
Thank you. And
This is a download from BBC Learning English. To find out more, visit our website.
6 Minutes English from bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello and welcome to 6 Minute English. I'm Alice.
And I'm Rob.
So, Rob, what job did you want to do when you were little?
Oh, I really wanted to be an astronaut. Be in orbit, watching the Earth from afar.
Wow, be in orbit. It means being in space and following the Earth's curvature. Well, the view must be nice from up there, but the reality of becoming an astronaut is pretty hard, and it's the subject of today's show. Did you know that less than 600 people have been into space so far?
I'd like to have been one of them. I know I have what it takes to be a spaceman.
Yes, there are many others like you who would like to go for this job, Rob, and that's the quiz question for you today. How many people have applied to join NASA's 2017 astronaut class? Was it A, 800, B, 8,000, or C, 18,000 people?
8,000 sounds like a lot already, so I'll go for B, 8,000 people.
Well, we'll find out if you chose the right answer later on in the program. So, what do you think is the biggest challenge when considering becoming an astronaut?
Well, I'd say claustrophobia, and that means fear of being in a small space. That might be a problem because the space capsules are small and you're with the same people for months at a time.
Yes, that's right. Well, astronauts are found to get on each other's nerves sometimes. To get on someone's nerves means to annoy them.
But I'm a great team player, so I think I'll be okay.
Yes, I can confirm that. Anyway, the challenge of being an astronaut doesn't stop here. In the space capsule, astronauts had to put up with extremely difficult conditions, like zero gravity, for example.
Yeah, it looks like fun doing somersaults in the capsule and catching bits of food in your mouth as it floats out of its packet.
But zero gravity, a condition where gravity is exerting no force, can lead to wasting of the bones and muscles. Astronauts take 2.5 hours of exercise per day to help prevent this.
But what do astronauts have to do before they go into space to prepare themselves for weightlessness and spacewalking?
They can practice using a virtual reality headset and special gloves. It's like playing a computer game that looks and feels like doing a spacewalk. And they also train in a swimming pool. Let's listen to Major Tim Peake, a British astronaut, talking about the preparation he did for his mission on the International Space Station.
The way we practice spacewalking is in water. Water gives us the neutral buoyancy that we need. So we sink training modules into swimming pools and then practice the spacewalking on them. We wear very specific equipment, a pressurized spacesuit. Very difficult to move in, actually. It's hard to bend the fingers, it's hard to bend your arms, and it really gives you quite a difficult workout.
British astronaut Tim Peake says water gives us buoyancy, which is the ability to float. Floating in space is similar to floating in water, so astronauts practice their spacewalk in swimming pools.
Yes, they take to the water and to the air too. Astronauts experience the feeling of weightlessness in planes. A large plane with padded walls flies to high altitude and then goes into a nosedive, or a fast and sudden fall, which creates short periods of weightlessness.
Fabulous. I'd love to do that.
But it's not all fun and games. Don't forget that one of the main reasons for being out on the International Space Station is to conduct research. Major Tim Peake is doing scientific experiments, such as how to grow plants in space, and what effect radiation and zero gravity have on this process.
Like that film where an astronaut gets stranded or left behind on Mars and has to grow potatoes.
Yes,
The film's called The Martian.
that's right, yes. So do you think you have what it takes to survive in a challenging environment, Rob? Let's listen to Major Tim Peake talking about his survival training.
Survival training for this European Space Agency sent us to Sardinia. When you land in the Soyuz capsule, sometimes you might not land exactly where you expect to be. Foraging for food, for example, your basic elements of shelter and protection, getting water, go and live in a cave for 7 days with an international crew. And it's a wonderful environment to play for a mission because you are very isolated.
So astronauts may get stranded on Earth when the space capsule lands somewhere unexpected and they have to find food. Forage means to search.
It's a word we often use to describe how animals search for food.
Indeed. Well, let's go back to that quiz question you asked me earlier, Alice. I'm keen to know how many people want to live this experience of being an astronaut.
Okay, well, I asked, how many people have applied to join NASA's 2017 astronaut class? Was it A, 800, B, 8,000, or C, 18,000 people?
And I said quite a lot at B, 8,000 people.
And you were wrong, I'm afraid. According to NASA's website, more than 18,300 people applied to join their 2017 astronaut class. This is almost 3 times the number of applications received in 2012 for the most recent astronaut class.
Wow, so there's no chance of me ever succeeding.
Oh, well, you mustn't give up, Rob. Anyway, we are running out of time, so here are the words we heard today. In orbit, claustrophobia, get on someone's nerves, zero gravity, buoyancy, nosedive, stranded, forage.
Well, that's the end of today's 6-Minute English. Please join us again soon. Bye-bye.
6 minutes.
Okay. Now let's write down vocabulary about the spacewalking or going to the orbit. Can you give some new words from that audio? From the forage. Gravity. What else?
Buoyancy.
Buoyancy. Gravity. Stranded. Okay.
Buoyancy. Buoyancy.
Okay. In the orbit, we know the upper side of the atmosphere, and there is no gravity and no air. And forage, do you know the word forage? To search food from somewhere. And claustrophobia means it's a fear of being in a little space in inactive style. And gravity, it's one of the power of the earth, I think. And the stranded means being floated. Buoyancy, it's being floated. And now I'll give some questions about the listening. And the first one is true or false?
Which one is true?
Okay, true. The second one?
False.
Is it false?
Not. The second one is
False.
false, because they astronauts practice spacewalking not in caves but in water. Am I right? The third one? True. True. This fourth? True. Okay. Correct. And the third activity, it's a definition for matching, and the ability to float, it means, let's check the word. No, it's let's see. The B. The next, to search for food, forage, left behind, stranded, being in a space following Earth's curvature. No. being in a space following Earth's curvature orbit, okay? Fear of being in a small space, thank you. And the next activity, we must write down the words. I mean, fill in the gaps. The first one. Orbit.
First one is the orbit.
Less than 600 people have been into space and see Earth from orbit. Okay, the second one. Astronauts must overcome claustrophobia, the fear of being in a small space. The third one. Okay. The first one. First, astronauts train in swimming pools because water provides buoyancy, making them float. Sixth one. In training flights, planes suddenly go into a nose diving to create short periods of weightlessness. If the Soyuz capsule lands in the wrong place, astronauts may be stranded in the wilderness. The last one.
But we haven't got any sentence, but I think it was not going to forest.
Thank you. Okay, let's continue our theme by describing experience in orbit or forage, claustrophobia, gravity. Can you share your experience in this case? If you would, given a chance to go to the orbit, would you feel like that? You may also feel claustrophobia. Okay, now let's continue our lesson by talking about the grammar. Describing present experience, we must use most of the time the present tenses. For example, present perfect or present perfect continuous. And I think all of you know about the differences between them, present perfect and present perfect continuous. For example, we use present perfect for giving some information when we start the activity and what's the result of it. However, in the present perfect continuous, we also mention the duration of the activity or other actions. And now I think the present perfect continuous and present perfect simple structure is known all of you. And now I will give some handouts for doing some tasks. I think it was very interesting. Okay. In the first task, you must find the mistakes and correct them. Why is it different? 5 minutes to do this.
Teacher, could you give me, put your board on your hand because I forgot it.
Okay.
I forgot the minutes now. We have some time.
Which country is that?
Różna sytuacja losowa.
Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay. In the first sentence, I have waited for the bus for over 20 minutes, but it still hasn't come. Where is the mistake?
I have been waiting.
Yeah, okay, great. Thank you. Because we use the for and since for present perfect continuous. However, we don't use present perfect continuous with non-continuous verbs. Am I right? Be, think, believe, and so on. And then the second one,
Has been waiting.
okay, has been reading. Okay. The third one,
Have been waiting.
have been
Those will be possible, I think. Those will be possible with the verb believe, yes. No, here we have believe.
We
No,
have
we
been
we
living
have
here instead of since
for 3 years.
For 3 years.
For 3 years.
Yes, also is.
For 3 years. Okay. Yes, thank you. We use for the duration of the time. However, we use this for the action starting time. Am I right?
I mean, yeah, the countries in Turkey can be used also for with. the verb will can be used in both tense.
Tense,
Yes, and continuous form, present perfect continuous and present perfect.
Okay, thank you. And now let's start speaking activity. We must do some role playing. Role playing, and can you share your experience or experiment these days? For example, what are you doing these days, and what's your emotions about it?
We all achieved high scores in our PPI. And waiting for the results that are to be announced. Yeah, to be announced.
Okay, thank you. It was successful and you are happy. Yeah. Your experience was successful. Okay. Now you must write a short paragraph and describe one of your present experience in detail. It must be 6 or 7 sentences, and I will check it. Okay, I think we must finish our lesson. I think it was useful for you. And your homework must be write down a short story about your first time experience. For example, going to mountain or swimming in the pool, it doesn't matter. How it must consist of 3 or 4 sentences in the present tense. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.